The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Here we go. Switch. Go ahead.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Wait. 6 guys. Check 6. Hey, gun. Move.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Check 25! Watch the shift! Protein spill! Watch the shift! Check! 11.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 180! 56. Hey, watch the ball. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Who did it?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
Switch. Let's go, brother. I got you. Check 37. Check 37.
Now a run with Geis.
Check 24.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down and 4, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Open man is Sims. He's got it. A gain of 22. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Tight dog. Check.
Geis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second and 11 now. Haskins looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Let's get it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw left side complete. That's Love. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? So you had the free play.
Yeah,
right? You already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this first and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Don't say nothing. He's checking. Check nickel.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defenses. Get out the field, defense.
Now Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc,
come on, guys. Y'all gotta hold that, man.
Fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
God, bro.
Not being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Haskins to throw on second down. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Check 24. Check 24.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo going to hand this one to
come on, baby.
For 3 to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
21. 56. Hey, Foxtrot. 56. Man, I got you. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Play action. Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic password. Use the bin ring. No. Don't say anything wrong. Oh God! If you do, what's gonna happen?
I figure out why everybody's jumping all the line.
You gonna say okay. Now you can get it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I had it.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And rally to run.
You said leave me alone.
Shreds him with a stiff arm.
Let me go ahead and get it.
A big play there out of Geis.
That's me, baby.
They needed less than a foot, and they got a lot more feet than that. Quite a run there on 3rd and short.
As a running back, you love when the defense is stacked near the line of scrimmage. You know it's going to be heavy slogging in the beginning, but if you break free, nothing but green grass ahead of you.
Yep, smooth sailing and a big run
Yeah,
because of it.
yeah, no more.
Uncle got them. I already took you.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Bryce Love, playing collegiately in nearby Stanford. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Are you serious? I am serious.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
Oh, wow. That's how they bless him in the end zone. Somebody beating the freaking play, man.
Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown.
He cats are trash, man. You get bogus animation, man. Dude in the backfield, and they gonna, man, get out of here, man.
Let him run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking.
Come on, bro.
Good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
2nd down, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
56. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 56. Mike.
On 3rd down, Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Garoppolo now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
You. I got you.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo.
Get it out your fucking hand, man. Throw the ball, bitch.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sack team in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
56.
Garoppolo now. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Coleman.
Bro, you not telling me your DB blowing up people, man. Come on, bro.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando.
Why y'all killing me on this game, man?
Here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach. Appreciate
You're not telling me DBs are blowing up my... Man, get out of here, man.
In the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins.
Come on, Tart.
Going to be incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here we go. Black 80! Hey, alert!
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, gun. 11. 55.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reuben Foster gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Mike 56, Mike 58, exit. Let's go one more.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They run it with McKinnon. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. I got this. Watch the slant. Motion. 56, the mic, boy. 56.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
But that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Yeah.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They were pitching good. It's really less.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
What was you thinking, son?
Picked up by James Bradbury.
What was you thinking, bro?
That pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Whoa.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Tighten up.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
There's a dinosaur.
They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to toss play to Love. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Shift! Watch the shift! Check 6 guard. 25! 25! Check 25! Watch the shift! Watch.
Gonna give it to Love. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball.
Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Let me put this game away.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Haskins to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now it's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
I got caught on the wrong man.
Yeah, y'all need to win this.
We got it. We got it.
It's going to be 20.
56 is the mic. Defense win championship, baby.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
I'll tell the story.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
3rd down, here's Geitz. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. Good job, baby. Good. And this score will stay right where it is.
He tried it.
And that was just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back to 1 score.
Not on yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for one last big drive.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! White. Watch the run. White 56. Man, 56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Man,
to throw is Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now.
Defense, good game. Good game. Good game, guys. Good game.
The long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
What he just said?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw it over his head as this game progresses.
6, 5, 4, 3.
They'll run with Geis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Good job,
Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win it home, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Niners, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
That's my guy, baby.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports Operating Gun, saying so long, everybody.
He loves everybody on the team, but not the Washington. Never other people. Go out there and get that good thing. 100. Dad, get how many passing yards you got? There. My day up in finals. Yeah, get how many passing yards you got? Yeah. Guess how many passing yards you got?
Hey, go turn that fan on, man. It's hot.
It's real. Hot.